Ah, good morning. Welcome to Eratas Station, where we make your day one you'll never forget. How can I help you today? An event for tonight. Good to know. Although a rush order will cost slightly above the standard fee, but we'll sort out the price later. I have several of our ladies waiting to give you the night of your life. But first, I need to know a few things about your preferences and the event itself. Possibly the context of your need to hire someone to accompany you. Well, yes, we're a very specialized service. Other agency might give it a name escorting, but we prefer professional companionship. It might be noteworthy to add that while our employees do not perform sensual acts, they have been trained highly to ensure they can join conversation at any level of status. So no matter if it's a gathering with some friends, or a high society wine tasting, or anything in between, I can assure you that you've come to the right address. Now, we have a checklist, but since it's a pretty slow day and nobody else is here, I could simply ask all the questions and give a few recommendations if you'd be okay with that. Great. Let's see. Is this date for you or for someone you know? Alright. And what's their name? Great. Now, let's talk about the event. Is it a social or work-related event? And what type of work-related event is it? Alright. Okay. So, you're looking to hire a date for your best friend at your office party. But since everyone's bringing their partner, including you want to hire our services to ensure they're not scared off because they don't have a partner yet. Would you describe them as shy or confident? And would they prefer a date who is equally as shy or more confident? Alright, a confident date for a shy friend. Is there a possibility that there will be more events at which you would want our employee to accompany your friend? Or is this an isolated event? Okay, a long-term agreement then. Let's see who's available for that. Could you describe your friend for me? That way, I can have a general idea of them to see who would best fit them and their preferences. I see. Right. So, I've got a list of 5 people that might interest them. I am assuming they know you're here. Is that correct? Oh, they don't? Well, that complicates things. Well, while it's possible to order a service without consent of the recipient, there's multiple legal reasons why it's not exactly easy to do. Not the least of which being that in the event that your friend would rather not have had the service, we need to be able to prove that it was your idea to hire our employee, and that you take responsibility for any negative result of the possible arguments, fights, and/or conflicts that result from suddenly being surprised with a date that was never mentioned. Surely you understand that, right? Good. Now, I've got a legal waiver here, which you'll need to sign if you decide to hire one of our services, but I can talk with you to select the date that you think most fits your friend. I've got profile pictures for all our employees for visual aid, so let's see who fits the needs of your friend. This is Jessica. She's 28 years old, has had a short career as an actress and studied drama. She has less formal education than some of the people on this list, but our programs ensure that she'll be up to date on any subject of conversation. She won't have in-depth knowledge in many fields, but she has watched almost every animated show, sitcom, and movie she could get her hands on. She describes herself as a hopeless romantic, loud-mouthed pop expert. She is likely to overtake most conversation, allowing your friend to simply stand next to her, smile, and nod whenever appropriate for the entire night. She also likes to dress up, so she's more than likely to be overdressed for occasion, which can be a point of concern for a shy partner, as she'll be drawing eyes from all over the room. Her personal text goes as follows. Hey there, I guess I'm supposed to make a sales pitch for myself here, but I'm not very good at that. What I can tell you is that if you hire me, I'll make sure you don't need to worry about anything. I can cook if you want, but if you're looking for a movie date, I'm definitely your gal. Also love to dance, and anything romantic is amazing. Hope you pick me. Yes, she wrote it in an accent. Jessica sometimes likes to play pranks. She doesn't have an accent, as far as I know, but she can definitely be described as an occasional prankster. Would she be to your friend's liking? Good idea. Well, the next person on the list is Eve. Eve is more educated. No offense to Jessica, of course. She has a degree in both mathematics and literature, which makes her a much more engaging conversationalist at high-class events that some would describe as fancy. Her age of 41 does not diminish her beauty in the slightest, as you can see. And aside from being more extroverted, she also deems herself more dominant. She dresses more modestly than Jessica, which means she won't draw as much attention. But from reviews, it appears she's also more adept at reading social cues from the customer. If your friend was, let's say, panicking, for example, she would be more likely than most others to excuse herself and her quote-unquote date for a moment, allowing them some time to regain their composure. She also described as more caring and nurturing than most of our employees. Although, this does mean she'll sometimes ignore customer requests in favor of something she deems better or healthier for them. An example would be that when one customer asked to go out for a fast food, Eve cooked for him instead. This might not seem terrible, but this does mean that she is willing to ignore or alter specific requests from your friend. Her personal text is this. Hello, dear. If you're looking for someone who will take care of you for some time, or someone who will make sure you're punished if you're naughty, I'm the one for the job. Not a girl, a woman. So do make sure you can handle me before you order me. Not joking about the dominant thing. She can be intense. She likes to be called motherly. But I think an overly dominant cougar is the best description. Third and last, I would like you to consider is Maureen. She's a bit of a curveball, so bear with me. Maureen has a more demure personality, not quite as outgoing as the other two. She does, however, have a few special qualities that make me think she could be a good fit. You see, she's a wallflower. On her own, she's shy and quite hard to get out of her bubble. But when she has a date that she really likes, she blooms up quite nicely and becomes a more outgoing girl. She's very caring, but not overbearing. She has something to say on most topic of conversations, as, well, you've come to expect. But she specializes in conversation focused on love. She has done quite a bit of research into the phenomenon and remarks that she's got her resignation letter ready in the event that she falls in love with one of her clients. When it comes to education, she has an artist's degree, often making paintings and sculpture in her spare time. A lot of description rank her as somewhat below the average of our employees, but once in a while we get such a shining review that, well, we can't help but keep her. Maureen's a bit of a gamble to hire for your friend. Should she like them, it's likely that she's the best option in the whole catalog. If she doesn't, well, she's below average. But she will, of course, get the job done. We have never had a single cancellation of an ordered date, so rest assured that she won't leave in the middle of the party. She hasn't written a personal text yet, which is something I've been bothering her to do for quite some time now, but it can't be helped. Her reviews do describe she's cute in their opinion when she's not enjoying the client, but the ones that do catch her eye seem to find her outgoing, enthusiastic, and, well, I quote, wonderfully engaging. Apparently, she went a long way to ensure that she knew everything she could know about one of her customers who requested a second date with her, following them on social media, asking a lot of questions about their personal preferences, and more. Yeah, that's all. Who do you think is the best fit? Yes, there's a fourth name, but she's not someone you would want to hire for a friend. Melody is an aggressive lover. She suffers from a mental disorder that causes her to quickly develop obsession with her lovers, which has triggered on a client before, and, well, she's been non-active since. We could technically arrange for her to be brought back from the mental institute she's currently in, but really, she's too intense. If you do choose her, then you can't tell anyone that I'll let you read her file, and any costs from possible crimes she commits will be added to your bill. Well, she's done quite a lot in the past. Before we knew it was her doing it, she racked up a long list of charges: arson, attempted murder, kidnapping, aggravated assault, non-consensual intimacy, drugging, vandalism, stalking, and last but not least, there's stealing. Again, we didn't know she was doing it. And when we found out, we ended up with a client who was tied up in a basement somewhere and her attempting to kill someone. Some organizations swooped in to bring her to mental hospital before she went to prison, which is why she's technically available. But I sincerely recommend that you don't hire her. In any case, you've heard and seen all of the options. What do you think is the best date for your friend?
Hey guys, thank you for listening to the end. If you liked the video, you could just give it a thumbs up. If you want to hear more, there's gonna be another file in the screen right now. If you enjoyed it, you're welcome to give a donation or just share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next audio.